feel like every time I've played against India, Jhulan Goswami's been at the top of her bowling mark, and I've been down the other end waiting for her to come in, and she was one of the most enjoyable bowlers to face in terms of you were going to be in a fight every single ball. And we've had some great battles over the years. I'm going to miss having her run in and bowl at me when India play, but she's had just such a great career, and she was one of the most consistent bowlers that I've ever faced in my career, and she's just had such a long career. It's a credit to her that she's been able to be a fast bowler at international cricket for this long. So I'll be maybe a little bit happy to not have to face up, but sad to see such a great of the game move on, but I know she'll do great things in the game.
For me, she's the face of Indian women's cricket and has been for a very long time, and I think that the game will be it won't be as good for her not being around, and I think what she has done is she's created something for the Indian seamers to aspire to, and that longevity that she's had in the game has been absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, I think Jhulan is a phenomenal role model, really. Obviously she's been playing for so long, and she just doesn't seem to, like, from what I can remember, she just never seems to have a dip in form, to be honest. You just sort of, you know exactly what you're going to get with her, and she's been so consistent over, I don't know how many years, but a lot of years, I think. So yeah, it'll be a great occasion for her, for her last game to be at Lord's, which would be special for anyone, but to walk away from the game after that sort of occasion is absolutely what she deserves.
Oh look, I think Jhulan is going to go down as an absolute legend of the game. What she's been able to do for Indian women's cricket is unbelievable. I think she's certainly been the foundation and has paved the way alongside Mitali Raj. I think I certainly feel honoured to have played a number of matches against her at World Cups and tours in India and in New Zealand, and I just think what she's offered, not only the Indian players, but every time that I've come across her, she's been so willing and open to discuss about cricket, about life, and she's always got the biggest smile on your face. So she's certainly going to be very missed.
I've known you on and off the field. I mean, what a competitor you was on the field, and then off the field, such a humble soul. It was really great getting to know you for the million years that you've been playing cricket, and I just want to wish you all the best after your cricketing career. I know whatever you do next is going to be to the best of your ability, like you always do on and off the field. But you know what, just cheers, go out there and just have fun.
I can't believe that we're not going to see Jhulan Goswami out on the field. I think it will be a sad day for everyone, and I'm so glad that the Indian side for this series against England are really pushing hard, and they're calling it your series. That just shows you the impact that you've had on this side, but also on the world game. For me, I first met you and came across you in 2003 in that quad series in New Zealand. You were tall, skinny, steaming in, and you were a fierce competitor. And I still remember also you being so upset with yourself that you weren't able to get those runs against England. You always wanted to do your best for the team, and it was so evident. And who you were back in 2003, you're exactly the same person. Yes, your skills have changed, but your passion, your generosity is exactly the same, and that is why you are one of the most loved players around the world. The women's game will certainly miss you. It will miss what you brought to the field, to the fans as well, and to the opposition players. You were relentless with your line and length. You nibbled the ball away. You caused me plenty of havoc. You caused the best players havoc. Some of my favourite memories have actually been off the field. When we went to South Africa for the ICC Awards, you and I were up against each other. You won the ICC Cricketer of the Year, and it was so nice to share that moment with you, being the first Indian to win that award. And then we've been able to connect and be friends throughout, and you've invited me home to your place, and although you didn't cook me a meal, I'm still waiting for that cooked meal. But Jhulan, well done on a wonderful career. For you to keep pushing yourself at your age with your skill, the skill that you do, fast bowling, it's not an easy skill. India will be different without you. I mean, they'll try and replace you, but you are irreplaceable. I look forward to spending more time with you away from the game, and I can't wait to see what you do. I think whatever your next career is, you'll have just as big an impact. All the best, and well done on a wonderful career.
Yeah, I think Goswami, obviously her career has been outstanding and she's been a great advocate for the game, and I think, you know, the way that she's still playing now and she's still really performing, and I think we saw that in the last ODI, she's still one of their key bowlers. It's amazing to see, and you know, it is her last game at Lords. Hopefully it will be a great send-off and a great occasion, one that she really deserves.
Hi Jhulan, I just wanted to say congratulations to you on an amazing international career. I think to be able to represent your country on the international stage for such a long period is a huge accomplishment, and you made this look so easy. You've created history, you hold a world record, and I think to be able to take 300 plus international wickets just goes to show how amazing you are and what an international career you have had. So congratulations to you, and all the best to you in your future endeavours.
Yeah, Jhulan Goswami, she's pretty incredible, her career, her stats, and also I know that people around the world speak so highly of her as a person as well, and what she's given to the game. Probably when I came into international cricket, I was a bowler, so I was probably fortunate enough not to face her too much, but I know from the previous series we had batting at 3, coming in and facing her, she was tricky, so consistent, got the ball to do a bit, and very hard to score off. So the success she's had over such a long period of time is incredible, and I think she's probably led the way around the world for pace bowlers, and it's inspiring, and I've just found that every interaction I've had with her, she's just come across so well. She's so friendly and kind, and it's a shame I haven't been able to play more international cricket against her or have had the opportunity of playing overseas leagues with her, but her career's been incredible, and from what I've had to do with her outside of cricket, she seems as though she's been world class both on and off the field throughout her career.
Do you have any vivid memories or anecdotes to share about her?
Not necessarily, but I just know that every time I went out to bat and face her, every ball was so focused. You just don't know. Every ball's just gonna do something. So she's been world class, and I think just her running in and how she runs in and just picks up wickets for fun. It's awesome to see her have had such a long career, especially as a pace bowler.
Oh, look, I think it is that big beaming smile. I think, you know, she'll do you with an absolute jaffer of a ball, and then she'll give you a wee smile and a wink afterwards. So just that sort of competitiveness, but also the sportsmanship is something that I think a lot of players can learn from.
I remember her batting, because she bowled all the time, but I remember a couple of innings where she hit some big bombs in India to finish the innings off, and she could hit a long ball with those long levers. But every time I faced her, her reaction to shots that you played, and when she missed exactly where she didn't want to bowl, she was upset with herself, and I loved that competitive nature.
So yeah, it will be sad to think that it could be her last game. I'm glad she gets to go out at Lords. If that is her final game, it will be a special occasion for her, I'm sure. But she's just, names like that are people that will get talked about for years and years in terms of women's cricket. And I just think that, you know, sometimes we take for granted that we're in the era of players like that. We've got our very own with Catherine Brunt, and there will be a time where she isn't playing cricket anymore, and it'll be a much sadder time for women's cricket. So I think we just need to make sure we try and enjoy it as much as we can while we still have players like that. And I say that, I hope Jhulan doesn't have as good a series as I've just talked her up to have. But obviously it'll be nice for her to be able to bow out at Lords if that is what she chooses to do.
Yeah, I think we've already seen the impact that she's had. These young players coming through with real confidence and backing their ability, and I know that's what Jhulan's all about, is supporting and I guess nurturing that new group coming through, and they are certainly going to be a huge threat, and that's thanks, I think, to Jhulan and what she's been able to achieve. So look, certainly going to miss Jhulan. She wants to come out and play in New Zealand. I'll certainly have a spot for her in the Wellington Blaze. So just want to wish her all the best with wherever her future takes her.
She's one of the greatest ever fast bowlers, not only in Indian cricket but in world cricket, and she's inspired lots of young bowlers in India to run in and bowl fast, and she's one of the greats and she'll always be remembered as that. And she's been just the way she's been able to keep playing and run in and bowl at the same pace and with the same consistency has been epic. So I'm sure there's lots of young Indian players that looked up to her that she plays with now, and in the future she'll be remembered, and that's who everyone wants to aspire to be. And so she's definitely one of the greats of the game.